Hey everybody, Cards with Sean here, back with another YouTube video. And yeah, today is currently Thursday, May, I want to say 28th. I'm going to get at least one clip every single day, just kind of showing you what the day-to-day operations are of owning and selling sports cards, flipping, eBay store, all that jazz. So let's get right into it. And as you can see right here, this is where the magic happens. This is where I'm filming all my YouTube videos, where I'm shipping everything out of, my little shipping station as I call it. But it really, this is where everything is happening at. I have my box of inventory. There's not even close to all my inventory inside this box, but I'll get to that in a second, kind of why I use it and what I use it for. There's a bunch of cards back in that black shoebox, top loaders, penny sleeves, tape, and then some plain white envelopes here, penny sleeves. Yeah, off to the right I have my label printer. I just printed out some labels. We had some orders come in. I try to get orders out within the next day if possible. Sometimes depending on my schedule, it doesn't always happen, but that's my goal. So right now it's currently about 1:30 in the afternoon. Typically the mailman comes between now and about 4 p.m. So we're trying to hurry up and get those packaged up so that way we can get those out and continue to climb on, like eBay reviews and stuff like that. I don't have a single negative review yet, and I don't plan on getting one anytime soon. So, part of that is, even though I think my expected shipping time, I'm not going to up it to 1 day just in case something happens, but I always try to get as many as possible, which I'm pretty good at getting out the next day. Jumping over into this box here, this is a big mess right now. It's not organized at all. Except for the fact that everything on this row I just already know is not listed on eBay. Anything in this half the box is listed on eBay. That's really the best I got. That's kind of the system I do. It's worked for me so far, but I imagine it's probably not going to work for me much longer. Currently I have about 50 eBay listings up. As you can see, there's probably about another maybe 30 inside of this box. I have a bunch more down in this drawer underneath and in this box, just kind of all over the place. But I think all my cards that I would be selling, or I think all my cards are in this room finally. I've kind of had to redo things a couple of times, move stuff around, but we're pretty much settled now that this whole space is set up for the most part. Get these orders going. There was 2 Bo Jackson cards, and see, this is why it's not really effective for me. There's a Kirby Puckett. Because now I have to dig through every single card. It used to be a lot more organized than this. So here's one. This is a rated rookie Bo Jackson Donruss 1987. And I believe this is the other one we're looking for. Kansas City Royals Bo Jackson. Wait, actually, is he? Okay, that kind of messed me up. And then actually right here, perfect. Emmitt Smith should be, I believe, a rookie card of his as well, if I'm not mistaken. Freshman, sophomore, junior. It should be. I believe so. Don't quote me. Those are the 3 that we have to ship right now, so let's get those going. And I made a video on this a couple weeks ago, how to ship cards. I went over my in-depth process, just right there into the team bag. Rip this off. Kind of, okay. I went lazy because I didn't take it off camera. Okay. Get rid of any room for this to move up or down. Not going to be able to do that sideways necessarily, but that's how we're going to roll with that. Get all of these going. And these are the sales that I've made within about the last 24 hours. I looked them over. This big lot I purchased about a little over a month ago. A bunch of hockey cards in it. Had really good, a bunch of these, really big name guys, their rookie cards. For example, these are some good examples. Bo Jackson, Emmitt Smith, there was some Deion Sanders. All seem to be really good cards. Like if you land a PSA 10 in them, great upside. But unfortunately, I looked just about all of them over, and there was 2 Michael Jordans that I do believe I'm going to send into grading, or at least get pre-screened to get a good idea, and then decide from there. Because those PSA 10s were the biggest return. They're SP1 Upper Deck, I believe 1991 is the year on it. Michael Jordan and playing baseball or in a baseball uniform, and PSA 10s go for about $1,000. It's only about an 8% 10% gem rate. I think it's 8.3 if I remember right. I sound like a nerd. But I feel like I would rather take the chance on them. I have some other good cards. I think it's Kirill Kaprizov Young Guns that has like a 60% chance of gemming, which is I would make technically about $100 on. So, I mean, I'm paying for the grading fees if I land a 10. Personally, I'd rather be the one taking the chance on it. I think the cards are really only worth like $25 a piece, I want to say, and a PSA 10 is worth $1,000. I want to be the one that takes that chance. I want to take that gamble and do that myself, especially because I bought this. They do look really clean. Like I said, I might get those pre-screened, but I don't want to miss out on a chance to make $1,000. If you had $25 and you had the chance, an 8% chance to turn it into $1,000, I like my odds there. I'm going to take it twice and we're going to roll with it. I actually just had one more order come in, so it ended up being 4 in total. I think his name was Kenneth Grant out of 25 as a rookie. Rookies and Stars, auto out of 25 for the Miami Dolphins. So that's 4 orders. The labels are on these. They're just on the other side. I don't want to leak or share anyone's information. Let's go get these out. Now we got to clean up this mess from the team bags and the shipping labels. I should just get a trash can in here, honestly, with how often I have to constantly pick up after myself, but it is what it is. So as of today, May 28th, PSA just put on pause like 4 of their most common grading submissions or tiers, levels, whatever it's called. What I currently have ready to go though, and I've just been waiting, I don't even know what for at this point, 2 Travis Kelce 2013 Topps rookies. These are the Michael Jordan SP1s I was talking about. I feel like they look pretty clean. I also looked at copies of like 8s and 9s online. I haven't been able to find many flaws, so I do kind of want to get these pre-screened, see if it's even worth it. This looks very clean. Kirill Kaprizov's Young Guns, plus it has a 64 chance of gemming. I feel very confident about that. And if you watched last week's video, you would know that we picked up this card lot. It's amazing. This is like an orange scope out of 79. Jackson Dart Stars, Elijah Arroyo Genesis, Drake May, Orange Illusions, Spectra, Jahmyr Gibbs, Solar Eclipse, Sam Darnold, patch out of 25 Donruss Threads. Just some really good stuff. There was a Puka downtown in this. It sold the same day I got that lot. I did end up doing well on it. It goes for $340 and I got $360 out of it. So we're already up in the lot. Nothing else is sold, but again, it's only been like 2 days since I picked this up, so that's really good. There's a bunch of watchers on the Solar Eclipse, which I have listed at $160. Nobody sent me any offers for that or any of the other cards. Just wanted to share that as an update. As far as this stuff goes, you guys have not seen this yet. I just picked this up yesterday off of Facebook Marketplace, starting with a Jalen Brunson. Why is this not focusing? Green Prism rookie. There we go, much better. This goes for about $50 currently. Tonight is the last game between the Thunder and the Spurs. Sorry, I don't pay much attention to basketball. But Jalen with the Knicks is headed to the NBA Finals, and he will face, is it 3-3 or 3-2 tonight? I think Oklahoma is up 3-2, I want to say. I can't remember. But anyways, it's either Game 6 or Game 7. So he may find out who he's playing tonight. My goal is to sell this off as quick as possible while the hype is still high. The prices are still high. I bought it like it was $50, but it actually has like an average of the last 30 days. I think it was like 37. But multiple recent comps to back it up. How about this one? Albert. I don't know baseball very well, but I know this name. I just don't know how to say it. Albert Pujols. I can't quite get it. Forgive me, but Mosaic Pink. This is, I believe, like a disco. And look at that. We got 13 out of 20 there. Beautiful card. Love it. If I did Whatnot, these would all be great Whatnot cards as well. I feel like SGA 2024 Optic, right? 2024 to 2025. Red. What is it? Velocity, I want to say. Only like a $10 card. I really like this one, though. Showtime Matt Ryan. As a Saints fan and a Drew Brees fan, I don't like it. But I will take, like, probably one of the best Falcons quarterbacks, if not the best. Aside from the Brunson, this is equally the next biggest card. This was also at about $50. Carson Beck out of 99, Bowman's Best U. Big jumbo patch here with an autograph. Yeah, can't really go wrong with it. I think he just got drafted, if I'm not wrong. He should have gotten drafted. I can't remember what team he went to, but he's a quarterback. Quarterbacks have the best markets. Keyshawn Johnson, snake skin. And I thought these were... They're just short print. Okay, SSP. It looks like this person must have bought a lot off of Whatnot. In this one, how about Super Scripts? No, Future Scripts, because he's NIL. Mosaic, Dylan Raiola. Last but not least, we have a 1 out of 50 BTJ Galaxy of Stars. Gorgeous card. Yeah. Pretty nice lot. I picked this up for, what did I get it for? $155, I want to say. And we met in the middle. So yeah, it was $155 with a total value of like, was it like $260? I can't remember. My numbers are probably all off right now, but anyways, there's enough margin in there for me because I'm the one that's shooting the offers on this. So yep, I took into account, like I always do, I take 15% off of the top. That is the absolute most I could even think about paying, because that would mean that if I sold everything for its current market value, I break even. But what's the fun in that if I don't make any money? So that's 85%. Sorry, I overthink this all the time, but this is really how it is, though. This is how you have to be thinking if you want to sell cards, especially on eBay. I take another 10% off of that, typically, if I'm able to. That's pretty much about like what I can buy at 75%, because it gives myself a 10% margin, and then it gives 15% to eBay fees. So 75% is about like the best I could ever buy at. Anything under that would be even better, but I can't really go above that typically. The next step in this process, we have our card stand right here, would be to list these cards. Sometimes there is a little bit of maintenance that comes with these. So what I mean by maintenance is cards that are under at least $50, if not $100, which this one there isn't any, so I might keep the two $50 ones. Well, actually, this one's $50, and look at that. This is just in a top loader. So that, I mean, well, the value's also shot up, so that also helps, but taking pretty much every single one of these outside of their mags, especially if they go for $20 or less, because these aren't going to be able to get shipped in plain white envelopes. Additionally, even if they were going to stay in it, I'd have to take these stickers off to make the pictures look nice. Sometimes you can get lucky. I'm not very nice with it or gentle with it, so I just kind of blame on whoever put the sticker on there. I understand why, though. You know, if you're running 745 cards in one Whatnot stream, I'd be putting stickers on cards too. Like this one, we got lucky. I'm not going to blame them. We can reuse this. I really enjoy that. But oftentimes you don't get as lucky. Let me show you. I bet you this one's probably an example here. If I try to take this off the top, it's probably going to leave some sort of residue. And it's not even necessarily that seller's fault. Actually, this one looks like we're in the clear. Yep. Beautiful. It's not even necessarily the Whatnot seller's fault or whoever's fault for putting that on there. This also happens due to, if you think about it, like some of these facilities that they're stored in or at different times are really hot and warm. At least this part of the year, it's summertime around the US. So you have to kind of take that into account as well. It's really all about your methods and stuff like that, but some of these stickers are going to start sticking, like the adhesive is going to start peeling away. I can even actually feel some right here on the back of this. Typically I can kind of rub that off, get that away, but it's, you know, it happens. So sometimes you just got to switch it out if it's going to stay in one. Otherwise, take it out, put it in a penny sleeve and a top loader, and we'll just one by one set them on the stand and list them on eBay. I almost forgot right after I did my last clip. This is the only loose pack I have on me. I did just buy 2 mega boxes, which I will be opening in a future video, probably right after this one comes out. So I won't talk too much about it. But just know I have some product on the way, because I haven't really opened much product since I really started uploading every week. Nas Reed. How about an SGA Express Lane? Dominique Wilkins and Jeremy, I don't know basketball, Sochan, something like that. That's weird. We didn't, because he wasn't a rookie this year. We didn't get any rookies. I thought you'd at least get one a pack, but oh well, I ripped a pack. There you go. Well, it's a good thing we got those cards out when we did, because within a half hour after we just packaged those cards, shipped them out, the mailman just came. Typically, this would also be the point where we would be looking for any sort of incoming mail. However, I haven't been buying a bunch or almost anything online recently, so I don't have any cards coming in. Maybe some whatnot stuff will come in every now and then when I win some giveaways, or if I buy anything on there, but that's pretty uncommon these days. So let's just go over. I figured I'll probably try to get, like the bulk of my content probably today, and then at least one other day within the 7-day period to kind of make up for the days that I have stuff going on, doing stuff all day, working, whatever else. So this is, I lied, this I do have in here Kaprizov, a bunch of Kaprizov rookies. These all are listed. They're not currently on the listed side, but I know that they're listed, so that's all that matters. First goal, first hat trick, some of his stuff within the KHL. And the only thing I currently have at grading, look at how many of these. Only thing I currently have at grading is one of his on-card autographs where he's in his KHL uniform back in Russia from like 2015. And with that new PSA thing going on, I'm not really sure how that's going to be affected. I'm a little worried that it's going to take longer. That's kind of unfortunate, but it's just my luck, right? It's why I haven't really graded too much with PSA, because since I got into the hobby a year ago, it seems like they just keep increasing their prices and their turnaround times. So that's why those other ones I showed earlier, like I'm honestly debating about just sending to SGC. It's $15 a card with like half the turnaround time, or at least a significant difference. Look at this one right here. This one's out of 35, letter M with a hard autograph on there, no sticker. That's not even on card, that's on patch. Ethan Bear, Authentic Rookies autograph. I mean, I just love this hockey lot that I picked up over a month ago. O-Pee-Chee Rookies, Mitch Marner. I don't even know any of these guys, which sounds kind of bad, because I probably should, but I don't watch hockey enough. Young Guns, I did learn, I've taken the time to learn a lot about hockey though, to almost to the point where I was about to buy some product, but I chose not to. David Adams cards were running a big sale for their, I don't know, what was it, 35th anniversary. Some stuff looked like it was on a good deal, but it really wasn't, so I ultimately shied away. But I did learn that Young Guns is like the true premier rookie card you want to have of key names. I don't think this guy's anything, never even heard of him, but it's a Young Guns. SPX Rookies out of $2.99. This lot was just crazy. I mean, by far, amazing purchase. This is a triple relics. As you can see, the reason some of this stuff isn't even listed is because I have to put it all in new top loaders. This has what it's numbered out of. This tape is going to leave stuff behind, so I pretty much have to toss this top loader, unfortunately. Autograph debut threads. A lot of this stuff, everything over here on the listed pile, will be currently on my eBay if it is not sold within the time that I'm filming this to the time that I upload it. Autograph debut threads out of 149. What is this? Out of 499. Rookie signature. No, sorry, not signatures. Rookie jersey. Out of 599. Patrick Lane. Young Guns. Neil Poink. Two of them. It says at one point they were $10 a piece. $4.99. I mean, pretty much everything out of 99. Everything is just about numbered. Not this one. Numbered, autoed, patched, something. It's crazy. Or a rookie. So yeah, some of the cool stuff I have listed up right now. If you have any interest, leave a comment. We don't have to get a deal done on eBay necessarily. This one is probably my favorite. It's got a Reebok patch. It's out of 5. 4. Please focus. There we go. 4 out of 5. Some guy was interested in these, waiting to hear back from him. Out of 99, Double Diamond Jake Ottinger, SPX Connor Hellebuck. Am I seeing that right? Purple Rookie Topps Chrome Todd Gurley. LaMelo Ball out of the new Bowman for NBA out of 175. Kirby Puckett Donruss 85. Yeah, more junk. This one, not junk though. Connor Hellebuck. I really hope I'm saying that right. I should just stop trying. Contour Rookies, Patch Auto, Jumbo Patch, Die Cut out of 199. I mean, it's crazy. It just never ends. Out of 49, we've almost made our money back up until this point. So 1 month in, I'm not disappointed, and I still have. Oh man, we paid $1,150, $1,150 that is, for the entire lot, and I comped it at like, I think it was like total value of close to $2,500. However, I mean, I think with the, once that Capri's autograph comes back, I think that's going to be another probably $200, $300. I don't know. It's hard to say, but things are looking pretty good. This one I actually won off of a whatnot giveaway. It was like a pack, and the guy opened the pack right there, and out of 99 autograph. I think that's how that happened. What is this? Is this considered Mojo? I want to say, what is this? That's a high number. 850. 750 out of 850. Loveland. I was shocked. That card apparently is going for like close to $10, which for a high serial number is crazy. Love this one. Out of 25, Parise and Coyle. How about, when is this? Another rookie of Connor. Elias Pettersson. I actually found out, I didn't realize, right? This one's out of 99. I actually found out there's 2 of these. So I have this one listed, the other one I have to list. So yeah, that's just kind of a little insight to some of my inventory. If you see anything you like that I showed in here, whether it's on the listed side, not listed side, my eBay is Cards with Sean. However, I have no problem taking something off of eBay, marking it as sold or no longer available if you prefer to get a deal done, because it honestly makes more sense for a buyer and a seller actually to not do a deal on eBay, because as the seller, I'm losing money to fees, actually quite a significant amount, especially on the bigger cards. And then as a buyer, you're paying, it'd be about the same in shipping, about $5 if something's over $20. Not necessarily if it was under 20. What else was I gonna say with that? And then also, oh, you're paying taxes on your entire purchase on eBay anyways. So if you want, give me a follow on Cards with Sean, eBay. Feel free. I should probably link that down below in my videos. But yeah, feel free to reach out in the comment section or whatever, and we can get something done. I'm always buying, always selling. So yeah, let's do it. I just got done listing all of the cards that I picked up yesterday, and this Dylan Raiola sold instantly, $19.99 plus $5 of shipping. Yeah, really the only thing I can accredit that to, this has already happened once or twice, is I search up the card that I'm selling on eBay, and then there's like 3 dots on the top right. Once you click on a listing, you do sell one like this, and it's already got all the work done for you. Someone else has already imported the information. Just kind of verify that that's correct, or you know, you can kind of just skim over it after a while once you kind of get the routine of things and just see, yep, that's all correct. All right, looks good to me. Send it up. And then also making sure that your pricing is fair and, you know, on par with what other people are asking. So when you're buying, you want to make sure that you're not paying anything over. Like, you're not going to be trying to sell a card for, say, $150 that's sold 3 different times for $100. Like, the market value is probably only $100 for that card, and so that's what I would sell it at. Example with this, there's another one up for $19.99, which is exactly what I put this up for. Actually, the only surprising difference was I haven't really done much or experimented much with free shipping. But the other one up currently for $19.99, which was the lowest price that I saw, the top listing had free shipping, and I haven't offered that up to this point, and someone took mine and paid the $5 of shipping. So I'm not sure why that was. I was told that you get actually more sales if you offer free shipping, but then I'd probably have to mark everything up by at least $5 to kind of cover that, because otherwise I don't really see the point. Like, it looks nice on the surface, but at the end of the day, like, how do I say it? I mean, like, I would just lose out on, in the span of a year, I'd lose out on hundreds of dollars of profit because I'd be paying for everyone's shipping if I like didn't add $5 to each one. So I don't know. Apparently it's kind of a trick you can do, but for some reason it worked out in my favor not doing free shipping in this case. So that's what you get for being honest about the condition, taking good photos of your cards. All those different things play a factor. So, yep, that is sold.